Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually coming at the request of one of you. I was scrolling through my comments responding to people this morning and I got this lovely comment asking me if I would share some of my favorite YouTube channels that I watch, and I thought that is a great idea. I always really enjoy these videos when other people do them. It's helped me to discover channels that I love and watch all of the time now, and I think it's always great to be supportive in this community. I feel like the beauty space can be known for being dramatic and catty and competitive, but honestly, I feel like that is truly such a small percentage of the entirety of like the beauty enthusiast collective. Most people here that have channels are really quite lovely, awesome, amazing people. Now, I am subscribed to like 40 something beauty channels that I watch on like a very regular basis. So in the interest of time, I'm not going to be able to talk about every single one. But if you're a regular viewer of my channel and you've seen several of my videos, odds are you've probably heard me name drop multiple people that I have enjoyed watching and that I've drawn inspiration from over the years. My New in Beauty series, for example, was totally inspired by Samantha March's Will I Buy It series. When I used to do Everyday Makeup Drawer, that was inspired by Andrea Mattiliano. I've done a recent video that was inspired by something that I saw Kelly Gooch do. And of course, there are like the bigger, more popular names that I have talked about loving for years and years, like Emily Noel, Jessica Braun, Kathleen Lights, Samantha Ravendall, Raw Beauty Christie, Rach Loves. Like, there is a very long list of names that I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard and or watch yourself. And then of course there are the people that I'm friendly with, who I've collabed with in the past. Maria, Agape Love Girl, you guys know I totally love her channel. Alana from Classy on the Run, we're actually collabing on a giveaway that's going on right now. Katie Marie, her looks are so amazing and colorful and she just like tells it how it is. I have so much respect for all of her reviews and how much content she's able to put out, even though she's a mom of 3 now. Needless to say, there are a lot of channels that I watch that I really, really love and that you guys have definitely heard me recommend in the past. So today I thought it might be nice to try to focus on 10 channels that I feel like I don't hear people recommend or that I haven't talked about quite as much, channels that I've discovered more recently that I think are really, really amazing. Not to say that the other channels I mentioned aren't amazing, because they 100% are. But these are people I feel like when I have been watching recommendation videos more recently, I feel like I rarely hear mentioned, and I just want to clue you guys into. So I hope you guys will find this information helpful. Definitely let me know in the comments what some of your favorite channels are to watch, especially if they are ones that I didn't mention in this video today. And yeah, on that note, we've got lots to talk about, so let's get into things. So the first channel that I want to talk about is Alexandria Ryan. Alexandria is just the most hilarious, real, like down-to-earth, sweet, funny human being. I love watching her videos so much. Like, if you are in a bad mood, just go watch a couple of her videos, because I feel like you cannot not be happy after you've watched her for like half an hour. So her channel primarily revolves around unboxings. So she mostly unboxes beauty subscription boxes, but she also does some other kind of random unboxings. And I think what I love most about her content is that it's no frills. She is so like the average person in the most hilarious way, because I feel like, let's be serious, a lot of beauty gurus, a lot of people who create beauty content, we're trying to be polished, we're trying to be professional, we are trying to poise ourselves as experts or people that kind of sort of know what we're talking about, so that way you guys feel like you can trust us and that you'll learn some good information from us. Whereas Alexandria, I feel like when she does an unboxing, it's much more like I would expect an average person that doesn't really know a lot about makeup, like how they would feel and approach opening a box full of random stuff that they only kind of sort of know how to use. So the way that she talks about products, the way that she demos them is just, it's so funny, because it is the least pretentious thing I've ever seen. And the way that she edits her footage together just like makes it even funnier. You could definitely tell that she is poking a little bit of fun at herself for how ridiculous she's being, but it's also not obnoxious and over the top either. She's just got that like southern charm, that just like sweetness to her, and this ability to not take herself too seriously that just makes her a delight to watch. Also, she is low-key gorgeous, like as self-deprecating as she can be, and like the way that she talks about how she has no makeup skills, she always ends up looking absolutely freaking beautiful. The second channel that I wanted to recommend to you guys is Messy Jessie Beauty. So I discovered her channel when I was searching for lip swatches of the ColourPop Luxe lipsticks when they first launched a couple of years ago. And I stumbled across her video that was reviewing and lip swatching the entire original collection. And then I just proceeded to like binge watch the rest of her content. She is definitely more of a review-based channel, but she also does a lot of getting ready with me style content. She is a very chill, laid-back personality, which I really appreciate. She's really easy to watch. She, again, is also insanely gorgeous. Her lips are like perfect. I don't think you have to have really gorgeous lips to do lip swatch content, but it definitely is very aesthetically pleasing to watch someone do lip swatch videos when they have a really amazing smile. And Jessie also does a lot of ColourPop related content on her channel. She's on their PR list, and I feel like she consistently reviews their new collections more than almost anybody else I've seen. So I always find that to be really helpful. If there is a collection coming out and I'm thinking about picking something up, odds are she'll probably have demos and swatches and try-ons of like everything that's in that collection. And the way that she films everything is just really, really nice quality. It's very clear and easy to see, which is really helpful if you're trying to shop for something. So she is one I feel like I don't understand how her channel has not blown up more than it has, because she's like no drama, super chill, beautiful, has great content, like 100% worth checking out if you've never watched any of her videos before. Then next, I wanted to talk about two channels that I have discovered and started watching more recently and pretty quickly became like new favorites of mine. And those are James and Robert Welsh. So they are twin brothers and they each have their own YouTube channels. James focuses primarily on skincare and Robert focuses primarily on makeup. He is a professional makeup artist. That is what he does as a job, so he is not just a YouTube influencer, if you will. And I feel like their content is really informative. I've learned a lot from both of them. I love their accents, and I just really enjoy watching them. So when it comes to James, I like him not only because I feel like he's very knowledgeable about skincare and he's very well spoken and easy to understand, but I also feel like he tends to review products that are not as mainstream. He tries things from indie brands, he tries a lot of K-beauty, J-beauty, so I feel like I'm much more likely to discover something watching his videos than I would watching other beauty content. Like, we all know there are certain brands that send out a lot of PR to influencers, so we see their products all of the time. But there's a lot of really great skincare that's just not in the limelight as often, and I feel like those products I'm more likely to come across on James' channel. And then Robert, on the other hand, while I also find his content to be extremely informative, I think he's come under a lot more heat and a lot more criticism for the types of videos that he makes. So he has grown in popularity because he has done videos where he critiques the techniques of different beauty influencers. So he will sit down and put on someone's video and then he'll like mirror what he's watching on the screen for you, and he will look at the techniques that they're doing, and then he'll talk about why he does or does not like them from the perspective of being a classically trained professional makeup artist. And I know for some people this really rubs them the wrong way because a lot of people feel like there's no rules in makeup, you should be able to do whatever you want, and who is he to say anything bad about anybody, and it's negative juju, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, though, I really feel like he's not being disrespectful in the critiques that he gives. He never name calls, he never talks about the way people actually look, he never attacks their character, he never like says anything that's actually truly cruel and hurtful. Let's put it this way, there are a lot of people out there in the beauty community that have said a lot worse things and have done worse things, in my opinion, as far as being disrespectful and like attacking other people in the community. Robert, I think he's just very passionate about makeup artistry, and as a person that was trained kind of in like the classic technique of doing makeup, just wants the average person to be educated on YouTuber techniques versus old school makeup techniques and how they look on the skin in person, to help people basically have more confidence in doing their own makeup so that they can achieve the look that is exactly what they want. Because being perfectly honest with you guys, like I have some studio lights and it does change the way your makeup looks. Like how my makeup looks in person versus how it looks to you on camera is different. And I do definitely agree with him that a lot of techniques that are really popular on Instagram and on YouTube look better on camera than they do in person. So I've learned a lot from watching Robert. I think he has a lot of good information to share. I also really enjoy his Ghost Story series that he does on Monday. That one is super fun. Although I do have to admit there definitely was a little phase in there where I kept waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning for no reason, and then I would be kind of freaking out because 3 o'clock is the witching hour. A lot of people see ghosts at 3 o'clock in the morning, so it's real hard to fall back asleep again after you have those ideas in your head. Anyway, if you would like to be more educated on like traditional makeup theory and makeup artistry, I do definitely recommend Robert's channel. I think you can learn a lot from him. Next on my list is Mel Thompson. I think Mel is just the classiest, sweetest person, and I love watching her videos because I personally am not that bougie. I do not splurge on luxury beauty or lifestyle products that often. So there's definitely an element of living vicariously through Mel when I watch her videos because she does a lot of luxury beauty product reviews. At the same time, I feel like Mel does not have like 1 ounce of pretentiousness in her, which sometimes I do notice comes along with certain channels that have a focus on luxury beauty and lifestyle and fashion. Like they feel very posh and there's almost like a little bit of coldness or distance between you and them. Whereas Mel, I feel like she just has this very warm, bright, inviting personality that makes you want to watch her. She just is one of those people that's like obviously beautiful both inside and out. Her makeup skills are really excellent, so when you're watching her reviews, they're very pleasant to watch, they're very informative, the looks she creates are really beautiful and very inspiring. She is just really a gem, and I very much enjoy watching her videos. It's funny, I was actually watching her earlier today, and she was doing another House of Sillage unboxing. If you don't know, House of Sillage is like an insanely luxury fragrance company, and I think the box that she unboxed was valued at like $2,000. It still cost like almost $1,000. Don't get me wrong, it's not like you're getting this for $50. But just like watching her joy as she unboxed these like gorgeous luxury perfumes and lipstick cases and whatnot, like it made me happy for her. I will never in my life be able to experience the joy of opening something that luxurious myself. So it makes me feel good to see how happy that stuff makes her. And it just lets me indulge a little bit in like that fantasy lifestyle that I know I will never lead. So similarly kind, but like on the complete opposite end of the spectrum content-wise is Jen Phelps. So Jen's channel and her blog were formerly called Beaudiction, but she found that some people had a hard time spelling and pronouncing it, so she just decided to change her content over to all be under her name. And Jen has been in the beauty community for a very, very long time, but she was really most well known for her Instagram and blogging content. I think a lot of people are following her on Instagram and might not even realize it because she does amazing swatch content, and I feel like that's what really like skyrocketed her success. But I think maybe about 2 years ago or so, she decided to expand into YouTube and start a channel, and she definitely has seen some good growth. I'm always so excited for her to watch her numbers climb because she honestly deserves so many more subscribers than she has. I think her content is really great, and again, it's super relatable and also very down to earth. Jen is a mom, she's in her 40s, she's a very normal person. She lives here in Connecticut just like me. So I feel like the way that she reviews and talks about products is very accessible and would be very relatable to many, many people. Like, she experiments with color a little bit, but in a very like easy, approachable kind of way. She's not doing like crazy cut creases and really extravagant, complicated looks, but she uses a ton of different palettes. Honestly, I am amazed by how much makeup this woman is able to review. Every single Sunday, she does these new makeup hauls where she swatches and shares everything that she received in PR and everything that she bought for the week. She is constantly uploading swatch pictures to her Instagram. She's constantly uploading reviews to her YouTube channel of products as she's talking about them. It is very impressive. So if you want to stay well informed on like what's new and actually see products and see how they swatch on a regular basis, I would definitely recommend checking out Jen's channel. I also like that she reviews makeup from a lot of different brands, both really popular ones and indie brands. She reviews some high-end things, but a lot of drugstore stuff, a lot of dupe brands. Like, she has a really wide variety of stuff that she's testing. So regardless of what price point you're shopping at, I feel like she will have reviews that will be helpful to you. Another really, really awesome review-based channel that I think you guys should check out is Makeup Just for Fun. So again, Amanda is another one that I actually started following on Instagram before I even knew that she had a YouTube channel. She has become really well known for her flat lays and especially her ColourPop content. She gets a lot of PR from them, and she does a lot of really, really nice swatch content, flat lays with ColourPop products, a lot of cool like color themed content. I also feel like if you guys have ever seen pictures of like a whole page worth of ColourPop singles with like all the names on the individual shades, a lot of those pictures are hers. So her content is just like a library of information on makeup. She has swatched so many different things. She has reviewed so many different products. I also would highly recommend following her on Instagram because she is constantly doing swatch comparisons of different ColourPop products, of different products from ColourPop versus other brands, and also non-ColourPop content as well. She is just super hardworking. She is always trying to put really good quality content out there. I think her reviews are very honest. They're very solid. She gives good information. And much like Jen, she's not pretentious. There's nothing super fussy about her looks. I think she is maybe a little bit more experimental and colorful with her makeup than Jen, but in general, I feel like their makeup vibes are actually fairly similar. So if you're following one of them, you probably would also really like the other if you haven't checked them out yet. And as a person, Amanda is awesome. She's so nice. Again, super laid back, very chill. I actually had the pleasure of getting to meet her when I went to Ipsy Live in New York back in the fall, and she was so nice. I honestly felt like I was talking to somebody that I had known for years. It was just super comfortable, very relaxed, very chill. Like, she's an awesome human being. So 100% recommend to you guys you check her out. Now, the next two channels that I want to recommend to you guys are a little bit bigger than the others. All the other people that I've shared so far have under 1 million followers. These next two do have a little bit over 1 million, but I feel like for large channels, they definitely aren't as talked about or hyped as some others, in my opinion. So the first is Denislava Makeup. Oh my goodness, she is just cute as a stinking button. I love watching her tutorials so much. Her personality is very sweet and very adorable, but dang, that girl can do makeup. Her tutorials are so nice, and I feel like I love this one thing that she does when you're watching her tutorials, she kind of has the camera zoomed out so you can see her whole face, but then she also does like the picture-in-picture effect where she will zoom in on her eyes when she's doing her eye makeup, so you can both see what her whole face looks like and the close-up on her eyes at the same time. It's really helpful so you can like actually see what she's doing. And honestly, I feel like tutorials are kind of a lost art. Not a lot of channels regularly post tutorials anymore, and I feel like that's primarily what she does on her channel. So if you're looking for some inspiration for a makeup look, like if you're jonesing for some good tutorials to watch, go check out her channel. You can just binge watch a bunch of them because there's some really, really gorgeous looks on there. The other larger channel that I wanted to mention is Kaylee Melissa, and I definitely have mentioned her on my channel before, especially when I'm talking about hair care products, because she is like the go-to hair guru that I watch. So Kaylee is a hairstylist, so most of her content revolves around reviewing hair products and hair tools, and then also doing hair tutorials. I am definitely not a hair influencer. I do try to take care of my hair, and I will review hair care products and let you guys know what I think about them, but I do not consider myself a hair expert by any means. So I really like watching her videos when I need to learn things about how to style my own hair. I find her content to be very useful and also entertaining. The way that she edits things and like her whole aesthetic is very girly and cute. I'm really into it. And her personality is definitely super bubbly and upbeat and cheery. I don't know if she would necessarily be everybody's cup of tea because she is a little more high energy than a lot of the other people that I've mentioned in this video. But I think she knows what she's doing. I think her hair always looks amazing, and she styles her sister's hair a lot on camera because her sister has very long hair while hers is a little more of like a long bob length. So I really like that when she's doing hair styling content especially, she offers options for both long and short hair and shows them both side by side. Finally, last but not least, the 10th channel that I wanted to recommend to you guys is Jamie French. And Jamie, I feel like, has definitely gotten a lot more popularity recently. She's had a few videos go viral. She's been recommended by a few large channels. So I feel like more people are starting to know who she is. But she just hit over 200,000 subscribers, which in the grand scheme of YouTube is actually not that large. So I feel like there are still a lot of people out there that haven't discovered her yet. So Jamie got her start as a professional hairstylist and makeup artist. She had a lot of bridal clients. When I first started watching her, she was still working in a salon, doing hair every day. I think she did step away from that more recently so she could focus on YouTube, although I think she does still do some makeup on clients, even if she's not doing as much with hair. But I think what makes Jamie special and so much fun to watch, aside from her expertise, because she obviously knows what she's doing when it comes to hair and makeup, is that she has this way of blending comedy with her makeup content that is amazing, and that I feel like nobody else is doing or like quite on that level. She really, really enjoys sketch comedy and creating those kinds of videos. So I think her first video that ever went viral was like the tiny hands video where she did a makeup tutorial using 2 fake tiny hands, and then we saw a lot of other people do like the tiny hands challenge. And unfortunately, I feel like even though it did gain her some popularity, a lot of people reposted that video in ways that didn't direct back to her channel. So when you watch her recent videos now, she'll talk about how like even though the video got millions of views, she actually didn't make like any money off of it, and did get some subscribers, but it wasn't like she went from 10,000 to 1 million overnight or anything like that. And then the second video of hers that I think really went viral that a lot of people saw was the 90s makeup video where she did a parody of if YouTube existed in the 90s, what would a makeup tutorial look like? And it was so funny, so ridiculous. As a person that grew up in the 90s, oh my god, it was spot on. It's just, if you haven't seen that video, you need to watch it. So Jamie is just a lot of fun. Again, personality-wise, she actually is really chill. She's not like crazy over the top. Like I think for most people when we think of funny, we think of like a Jaclyn Hill type personality or a Bretman Rock or someone that's like really over the top and ridiculous. And Jamie is not that at all. She is like the complete opposite. She has got a very, very relaxed attitude, but then she also makes ridiculously funny content. Also, fun fact about her, her voice is incredible. She also has done some singing content on her channel, and girl's got some pipes. So she definitely is a Renaissance woman. She's got a lot of really cool things going on. She's very talented. So I've really been enjoying watching her. And I definitely think that if you want to indulge in some comedy and also learn some great makeup techniques, get some good reviews, you should check her out. All right, you guys, so I think that is it for today's video. Those are the 10 YouTube channels that I've been really enjoying watching that I think you guys should check out. I will have all of them linked for you guys in the description box of this video, along with all of the other channels that I mentioned in my intro and some other people that I think are worth watching if you haven't ever seen them before. And I'm sure it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway, I am sure I will forget people. There are thousands of amazing, talented, lovely creators on this platform. I wish I could watch every single one of them, but I literally don't think there are enough hours in the day or in my life to do that. But if you guys have favorite creators that you want to shout out, definitely leave them for me in the comments down below. I would love to hear your recommendations and discover some other new channels to check out. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you will consider giving it a thumbs up. I always appreciate your support so much. It really helps me out. And if you're new and you are not subscribed and you would like to see yours truly again, I hope you will consider clicking that subscribe button before you go. And on that note, I'm gonna go watch some YouTube while I go do my dishes. They have been sitting in the sink for far too long, so I'm gonna go take care of that situation. But I hope you guys are all staying safe and staying well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.